was heavy.
Wild.
Oh, we lost.
Oh, jeez.
It was immediate.
It probably
I
sleepy.
made a deal
Yeah.
with Satan.
Pick up next week with
Mm-hmm.
some. I mean, a lot, right? A lot of stuff
Yeah,
that
I mean,
could be done next week.
I got to offer to officiate the wedding.
Yeah, you can do that.
Arsen's haunted by the images of his dad dead in his arms.
We can get into combat next week.
During the
Huh?
wedding?
Cannot predict now. So the wedding is in 5 days.
4 days.
Okay, I mean, we can do the magic tower
It was in
probably.
6 days when you got there. This is your second day in town. So
Ah, shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's only been 2
Got
days.
it.
What a fucking wild ride.
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
so
like
day
some of
one
us
was
want to
6
go
days.
to
Day
the
two.
tower.
I mean, by the time you
5
finish your long
sessions,
rest,
3 days.
Mm-hmm.
there's a mage tower. Whatever Mitt
Mm-hmm.
gets up to after he takes his long rest, wakes up, and nobody came to get him to go to the mage tower in the middle of the night.
No, I'm gonna take him to the mage tower. I'll
No,
just
you guys should wait. I want to go to the mage tower.
maybe walk in as I'm trying to jump out my window.
I
Who
also need to
knows?
go check the library again, see if they opened.
Arsen goes to Kiavara to complain about
That's
some
why
of
it's
the things
not
that happened
going.
and sees her half out of the window.
That's why
And he's
needs
like,
to
take me
sleep.
with
He's
you.
not taking another level of exhaustion.
It
Yeah,
would
that's probably not a good idea.
it would be a good
Arsen's
idea
like,
to
take
have
me with you.
the group go to the mage tower.
Yeah, I
Having
mean,
multiple having like the full group's worth of like skill sets probably would
Yeah.
be pretty good.
I would want to too. It's just
Maybe not in the middle of the night.
Well, because no, Mitt and I were just gonna scout it out, like
that's
scout
that's why I
slightly
thought
ahead.
you guys weren't actually gonna go into it.
Alright, well, don't die.
Could
And
also
then
be good
probably
to
get
ask
it.
how far it is.
Yeah, that'd be a good
Yeah, it
idea.
seems pretty far.
All I know is
I
it's
mean,
on
it's
the
over the horizon,
horizon
but
and that the Earth is actually flat.
No, you can see things
yep.
on the horizon.
Yeah. I mean, if the like
Kiavara,
I mean, like,
that's one of the big things, right? If the Earth was flat, there wouldn't be an
Kiavara's a
horizon.
flat earther.
yep.
I was finally transformed to believe.
She believes in flat earth.
I think the horizon is a set distance too. It's 5 kilometers.
Mike, did you think I was gonna do what I did?
That you were gonna make a deal with the devil to bring your dad back?
Yeah,
I didn't rule out the possibility.
cool.
I have like
So-
a
so-
I have like an idea web.
Yes.
But yeah, telling Lena like that my patron just wants to find her without saying anything because I don't know whose connections are connected to who, and he just killed everybody on stage. So
That's
But
fair.
with you saying that,
And then Lena
Lena could
finding
just
out
use
that it's
process of
probably
elimination.
Urgwit.
yeah,
Thanks to Cash, now I know who your patron is, or at least, I mean, like I didn't rule out the possibility that it's Tim.
all right, roll an insight
Um,
check. I'm just kidding.
yeah, like Lena didn't rule out the possibility that it's Tim, because they look exactly the same. But yeah, it's like, oh, it's either Urgwit or Tim. Like it's one of the two.
But yeah, I hope you don't mind me going to Billy several times. He's my emotional support animal.
I want to go to Billy next because I want to get magic items.
I can create an emotional support animal.
But it won't be
Arsen might
Billy.
need one.
You have the find
Arsen,
familiar
you
spell.
want to adopt a dog?
Arsen's more of a cat person.
I can't summon a cat.
Oh, that's really sad.
I mean, I could
That's a
probably
shame.
reasonably summon a cat because it's still pretty weak overall, but
I mean, if you get the
Well,
spell
you can
summon
summon a
familiar, you can. Oh yeah, that's a way Arsen could have a cat. I could take,
yeah.
or I or anyone else could take the find familiar spell,
Give
then
Arsen a cat. He needs it.
store it into a there's a magic item. I don't remember which one it is. Where
Spell rot tattoo.
I don't know if would be a tattoo. I guess a tattoo would work. I'm pretty sure it's not a tattoo because I'm pretty sure I read about it in the Dungeon Master Guide. But yeah, like there are a few magic items that let you store spells into them and then let the user cast them. So
I can't wait to go see.
someone could store a find familiar spell inside a tattoo or whatever else lets you do that, and then Arsen could cast it, and then have a cat that's actually you're familiar with all the bonuses that you get from having a familiar.
I
With
can't
the
wait to
heart
go see
chain.
Billy, and then have him look at Arsen and be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? What did you do?"
You got fucked by the devil, not literally.
He got fucked by the devil. He did.
That's gonna bite Arsen
Oh
in the
yeah,
ass
of course. I'm
later.
hoping so. I'm hoping so. Make things fun.
I can't wait to get into combat and release my wild magic.
I can't wait to get into combat, and then Arsen just like bursts into flames.
Fae plane. Of course. Of course my magic has to come from the Fae.
And then like get the worst possible rolls on my wild magic surges and kill the entire
Yeah.
party.
Perfect. What a
Yeah,
team.
that's gonna be great.
I think it's very symbolic that Alistar wrapped what seems to be like thorns around Arsen's heart.
It was a chain.
Ooh, chain. Perfect.
Similar.
Actually, it thematically makes sense for a Pact of the Chain Warlock,
Ooh.
which gets Find Familiar for free.
Huh. Hey, Mike.
What?
I don't know. Maybe.
No,
I didn't actually.
I got up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, he was gone.
Yeah, I had to pee so
I
bad.
didn't plan on like taking an extra level in Warlock. I just wanted to like make a deal with Satan, but that would be funny. Now that you mention it.
Specifically, Pact of the Chain.
Yeah, Mike, I had
Yeah.
asked you. I had said sorry for visiting Billy a lot.
Oh no, that's fine. Billy is
I
a
had
character
been-
who can be incredibly useful for everybody.
I
If-
can't pay him.
Like if you're able to like come up with a payment.
Arsen's gonna go visit Billy, and Billy's gonna look at him and be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I just don't know what to pay Billy right now except more information.
I mean, he is an
Does he
information
take-
broker.
Yeah,
Does he
more
take
information for
scritches?
later.
Does he take what?
Scritches?
No.
Under the chin? Little
And
scritchies?
I trade information about my body to him if
I mean, Arsen can do that too.
if I was if I was confident that he's not gonna sell that information to someone else because he is an information broker.
I think I
Arsen
got
walks
gypped though.
in.
You sold information about it. I just gave him information about magical item connected to the Feywilds and gave him gold. Damn it.
Arsen walks in and he sees whatever the fuck Alistar did, and he's like, "What happened to you?" And Arsen's like, "Wouldn't you like to know?" Anyway, give me some stuff.
Did you say Feywild specifically? Or just the Fey in general?
Feywilds, which is something that
Feywilds.
none of you have like Kvar
Nobody.
would have heard, like most likely heard about being like from Phil Matthias.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
but
know,
would
like anything detailed.
Yeah, but also there's no way to get there.
I mean, I can
We
ask my
know
devil
of.
daddy. I'm sure he'll help me out.
Unless there is a way to get there. And
My devil daddy.
you just have to figure it out.
Yeah. That's cool. Maybe there's no reason. I don't know. There's so many threads right now.
I mean, there are three plot points that can be investigated. One of which involves going back to Vernport to where you last heard the music, right?
Yeah, but I'm just gonna have to see where the story leads for everyone right now.
The other is go to the Mage Tower.
We're probably gonna go to the Mage Tower,
And
honestly.
then
Oh, you're
the
probably gonna go
third
Mage
is
Tower.
whatever's going on in Erisfall with people going missing.
hmm Yeah, I have information on that.
We could visit my
Thanks to dear
island.
old dad.
Visit my island and say
Thanks,
hi to mom
Dad.
and pop.
I mean, your
Yeah.
island is a whole
Hey, look.
continent, or like
Can
a
we-
chunk of a continent.
Can we
Listen, if I
establish?
could,
There's a dark cloud over Wernport that's been hanging there for how long? It's visible, right? Like,
It's not hanging over Vernport.
it's hanging
Oh.
over where we are now.
It's hanging over
Mage Tower.
the northernmost island.
Yeah.
and that's kind of visible, and everyone should, like, character knowledge should know about that, right?
Yeah, 100%. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing that is like, oh, the dark being that was defeated is resurrecting potentially. This is what that looked like the last time that
Mhm.
the dude showed up. It's happening again.
Yeah,
that was
that's
the
a-
inciting incident for the whole campaign.
Yeah.
Like, in Dustrod's whole reason of being here, the side parents wasn't just finding his parents wasn't the main reason he came here. He was only able to come here because he's supposed to be investigating that, which he's kind of lost track of. But
Well, I mean, we have a lot of other stuff going on that,
I mean, fair.
you know,
I
there's
just got
like
sucked into those
levels of importance. So
I mean, the
it
end
just
of
took
the
one step at
world's
a
pretty
time.
important, but
I mean,
Initially, Lena came to the island to like try to learn more about the past, hoping to learn
Yeah.
more about herself, and she kind of did. I mean, there's still like a ton of questions she has, but the
I'm
the
very
like the whole story with like the dark being and all that kind of just like put on the side for now because she doesn't like. I don't know if there's any relation between my character and the events at the time.
we can
So
probably figure it out.
yeah, if there's ever any hint that comes up that like, oh, like my character was there or was alive at the time or anything like that,
Mm.
like yeah, it's gonna renew Lena's interest in the whole story. But right now she's just like,
I'm
what the fuck?
I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to figure out what's gonna happen and what my deal with Satan did. Because surely that has
Make a deal with
consequences.
Satan.
Nope, he's mine.
Oh no, you're his technically. I
Well,
mean.
Yeah,
yeah,
technically.
Yeah.
You're chained to him. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say literally because I guess the chains are more
know-
like magical.
You know that video? You know that video where it's just like, what are you to him? And the girl's like, his right hand man. You know, the shoulder he leans on, his confidant, his silly little rabbit. That's Arsen. He's the silly little rabbit. I'll post the video for context. It's really funny.
Cash crying like, but I can be your silly little.
Arsen's going through it.
Trust me, Cash is too.
Yeah, Arsen's like, well, alright, well, killed my dad, brought my dad back because of crippling guilt, and made a deal with the devil. That's pretty poggers. Can't wait to see what happens next.
You know, actions have consequences. The consequences of
Mhm.
or one of the consequences of your dad not being dead anymore is that Cash's mom doesn't die.
Ooh.
Oh,
So that's pretty cool.
Oh,
She was supposed to die?
Oh, if when she inevitably would have found out that her fiance was dead, the grief of her fiance being dead on top of the
dodged a bullet.
still grieving about the loss of her last husband, who she still has
Yep.
feelings for, would have driven her to go do what she couldn't do when Thaddeus went missing, which is go look for him and in
Yep.
doing so, that would have ended up with her being killed.
Oh damn.
It's a good thing that Arsen traded his life not just for one but two, I guess.
Yep.
You're welcome,
Quite
Cash.
generous of Alistar, actually,
Jeez.
Alistar
It's a-
is looking at Arsen like he's a little tiny toy, and he's like, I wonder what I can do with this one. Slaps Arsen. This boy can fit so much trauma inside of him.
So can't wait to see if the other people in the party starts having a weird ghost reaching out to them in their sleep.
Ah,
Oh, no, it wasn't a weird ghost. It was just echoes
Yeah.
of cultists.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
so
Good night.
yeah, but then
Night.
like you got
Good
something
night.
from it. So
Bye.
good night.
It was
Bye.
fun. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, see you all next week.